Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm holding my phone today because I'm somewhere where I ain't got no stand. I'm so used to, I done got spoiled. I'm so used to having a stand for my phone. Hey, boo. Hey, Clam Gal. Peace, beloveds. Peace, Felicia. Hola. Peace be. What's going on? What's going on? All right, y'all. So this is day 4. It's technically day 5, but we're gonna say day 4 because I officially started counting at a certain time. So day 5 of Birthday Chronicles, Bornday Chronicles. My baby is amazing. He's getting so big. Oh my God, y'all. It feel like it's gone so quick. He's getting so big. Like he's in a walker right now, like pushing the walker backwards, not forward, backwards. But he's growing so fast. It's like I blinked and he ain't my little cute, sweet. I mean, he's still cute and sweet, but well, I don't know about the sweet part, but he's still cute. He's a little more aggressive. His Aries is coming out a lot more every day. His personality. Yeah. Anyway, day 4/5 of the B-Day Chronicles. What I wanted to build on today, I always have, and it's so crazy, 157 that you were on here because I actually pulled your workbook out. I have had millions of people inbox me not only on this page, but also on the Healing Chamber page. How do I start this journey? How do I start this spiritual journey? I'm new to this and yada, yada, yada. And that's my good friend 157 says, not that you're new to this. You ain't new. You just remembering who you are. You're rediscovering who you are. And what I wanted to build on is I always have people, how do I get into this? When I started this journey, I gave y'all a little bit of what kind of jolted me into my specific healing journey or my specific dynamic. The other part is that you got to be totally dedicated, disciplined, and invested. You can't get on this journey, beloveds, and feel like I'm going to do it today and I ain't going to do it for the next 2 weeks. And then you expect a magical change to happen. It requires consistency. It requires consistency. Okay? It requires for you to actually say, this is really what you want to do. Every time that you find yourself fumbling, backtracking, backsliding, as the old folks saying it, backsliding. Okay? Anytime that you find yourself getting into that space, you got to remember what got you to the journey in the first place. You got to have that reminder of the trauma. You got to have the reminder of the drama. The stuff that made you trigger into shit got to change. The stuff that made you say, oh, hold up, tag, I'm out. I need to shift my life. Whatever that was. Them days that you feeling a little lazy. Them days that you feeling a little slack. That's what you need to remember. I don't want to repeat that cycle. I don't want to repeat those habits. I don't want to repeat the dynamics that put me into this position in the first place. So let me get my ass up and do this meditation. Let me get my ass up and do this yoga. Let me get my ass up and go to the altar. Let me get my ass up and pull these cards. Let me get my ass up and call my mentor. Let me get my ass up and call someone who is wiser than me. Let me consult my wise counsel, my divine counsel, my divine self, my higher self. Listen, when I decided that I didn't want to repeat running into toxic men, running into toxic behavior, self-sabotaging consistently. Listen, I was the queen of self-sabotage. Let's be clear. I have a chart that is crazy as hell. My natal chart, this is why I be telling y'all to pull this. My natal chart has positions in it where it's like, yo, anything you want to make money at, all you got to do is say the word. We're going to send you money. We're going to send you abundance. We're going to send you fame. That's the way my chart's set up. Also is in my chart. Also in my chart is the element of soon as the sun is shining and all this attention is on you, you want to run and go be a hermit. That's the self-sabotage part. My chart will say, oh, wait a minute. This is getting too big. That's what I talked about, I think, on day 2. You about to be real successful at this. We retreating. This too much. We just really want to be in the corner. We really want to be over there in the corner reading a book. Y'all doing too much. That's in my chart too. You know what else is in my chart? Chiron in the 7th house. What is Chiron in the 7th house? House of relationship. So 2 things was happening when I was on the early part of my journey. I was popping. Anything I touched, I literally would go from 0 to 100 in 2.2 seconds. 2.2 seconds. People used to look at me like, how the hell did she just started doing? That's the way my chart's set up and my divine squad and my council set up. Listen. But also, soon as I would get to a certain part, 9 times out of 10, I just met somebody. 9 times out of 10, some toxic recycle shows up back in my life. Some pattern, okay, would come, show their face. Now I'm smitten because I got a Pisces moon. So I meant to wear my rose-colored glasses. I got a Pisces moon, so my rose-colored glasses will be on. So I see the God in that person and not the toxic bullshit they carry. All right? I see the God in them and not the toxic bullshit. So then they would come in, and 9 times out of 10, they not on the level I'm on. 9 times out of 10, I want to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I want to be the one that's like, oh, I can help them get to their enlightenment and to their best self. So I'm going to help you while I'm building my empire. Not realizing that was me running from me. Because I would make busy work. I would create these distractions. Whether it was a man, a friend, because it's relationships, it's house of relationships. It would be a man or a friend or somebody that somehow discovered or came into my life and now I want to fix their life too. I'm on some Ayana shit. Let me fix your life. But my life over here about to fall apart. The hell I say. Now, I would have all of this going on. And every time I would repeat the cycle. Literally every time. Even when I was doing my celibacy stuff. When I was on some, I'm dedicated, I'm disciplined. I see what the flaw is. With my karmic relationship, he was the one that triggered that cycle. My karmic relationship made me be like, you know what? It's y'all ass. It's y'all. Okay, I got it. Universe. Y'all done taught me the lesson. I'm about to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Yeah. So within that cycle, they was like, oh, you thought it was just the men. You thought it was just the relationships. No, it's all relationships, i.e. house of relationships. So then it became new friends or business partners or whoever. And I started wanting to help them. They just started a business and they need my help. And because I've had so many businesses that I was able to go from ground 0 to 100, they was like, oh, we need your help. So I would get off my own path, my own journey, and go help them. Distracting me from the shit that I needed to be doing for myself. So what was I doing? Repeating the pattern. Going into That same cycle, just a different dynamic. What was the theme? What were they trying to teach me? Quit getting off of my own damn ship. Quit getting off of my own bandwagon to go help each and every damn body else. Quit trying to be Captain Saberho. Why are you trying to be Captain Saberho, honey? Listen, Linda. Once I caught that, I was like, oh, I got you now. I got you. I figured it out. Figured it out to a degree. Still be having issues because I still am Captain Saberho. I swear. I swear I am. But it's okay. I learned how to manage it better now. Because now it's like, okay, if I'm going to help people, I need to help it from a different perspective. I need to put it in a different dynamic. I need to do it where, okay, this is part of who I am. Because that's who I am. I naturally want to help people. I naturally see the God in people. I naturally see stuff that other people don't see. I naturally can come up with solutions to a problem. Oh, we need to do something else. That's when I started doing businesses that actually use that energy. Starting to do things that, okay, if I'm going to do this for these random ass people, and people who are not reciprocating this energy to me, let me do this for people who really want to do the work. I.e., She Is Magic. I.e., the healing chamber. The healing chamber, oddly enough, y'all, came before She Is Magic. So my mindset then was take the classes, do the work, get disciplined, and the things that actually help and aid other people to become their best self and recognize their cycles and recognize their patterns and what it is that they need to do in order to get in alignment with themselves. All right. So far that's working out pretty good. I still got a boundary issue. So like I told y'all, this stuff don't happen overnight. I've been on this journey for 20 years. You constantly evolving. You constantly learning. You constantly finding balance within yourself and your new self. Because you got to remember, the ego is always going to be trying to come in. And you always got to master it. You always got to, as you shift to another level, you have to master a new level. So every level that I've shifted to, I have had to learn how to master that level and what is required in this level. What dynamic do I need to pull out of myself in order for me to be better at this level? Okay. So going back to my original statement, I have a lot of people who ask me, what is it how can I get on the journey? And then how can you stay on the journey? And last year in particular, as I was doing some consults and I was doing classes on different topics and dynamics, what I was realizing is that fundamentals was missing. I was realizing a lot of people jumping into the spiritual journey and they ain't got no foundation. A lot of people were jumping into the path and they really don't know where to go or where to start. Some of y'all was starting with Orishas because it was popping last year. Orishas was popping last year. Everybody wanted to be Oshun's daughter. Everybody wanted to be connected to Shango. Everybody was Shango. And I was like, it's a whole lot more Orishas than that. And all of y'all really ain't. Like, I'm really connected to certain squads because that's my incarnation. But some of y'all was just like claiming shit and that wasn't even your shit. And you're not even realizing the superpower that the other Orishas have because you're going off of what everybody is promoting and putting out. Some people were just jumping in on some witchcraft shit. Like, oh, I'm a witch. Well, technically, I ain't gonna go there, but technically, that's a whole lot deeper than what y'all was thinking. Okay, so everybody was on the witch thing. I'm a witch, child. Yeah, witch mean this and da da da. And I'm like, okay, y'all jumping into some stuff and y'all don't even know what you talking about. Right, regurgitating information. You don't even know what you're talking about. So, in that process last year, I was like, I really want to be consistent. And I was really determined to make sure that I put information out coming out of last year, going into this year. And from this point on, that educates, that pours life into people, that actually show you that, first of all, we got to go from the ground up. First of all, I need for you to start from the foundation of it. Who are you? Before you jump up and say, I'm a witch, before you jump up and say, I'm the daughter of Oshun, before you jump up and say, you practicing voodoo, who are you at the core? Okay, who are you at the core? Do you even know that? Have you even did the self-work? Because sometimes y'all be wanting to jumping into some stuff, some doors and some dynamics and dimensions, and you ain't mastered who you are. And then you be mad when some stuff pop up out of them dimensions, out of them portals that you ain't ready to deal with because you ain't mastered yourself. Let's be clear. You got to master yourself before you decide that you want to start dealing with all these extra levels. You got to. If not, them extra levels about to whoop your ass and you're going to want to retreat. Then y'all calling me and 157 asking us to fix some shit. Like you done open up a door, you done open up a dynamic that you ain't had no business opening up in the first place. And now you want me or 157 or some other sister to fix it. No, we ain't fixing it. You gonna stand in that shit. You gonna stand in it. Okay? Master self first. So I don't have my book, oddly enough. I'm always promoting other people's shit. That go back into that Chiron and all that other stuff. But it is what it is. I put out the Journey to Self. So the Journey to Self workbook was to ask you some questions. Ask you, what lie have you been telling yourself? What have you conditioned yourself to believe, okay, throughout this journey? What guilt are you still holding on to? What's sitting at the seat of the soul? Like, all of these dynamics and all of these questions gave you a section to journal about and actually ask yourself, have I taken the time in this particular journey, since I say that I want to know who I am and want to know where I'm going, have I taken the time to really ask the questions and ask the dynamics? Oh, Turtle, you stink over here. Ask the dynamics that are going to make me do the real work. All right. Even in that particular journal or workbook, I asked for you to create a ritual, a routine. Because I can tell y'all that for me, what made my life really get to a point where it was sticking, where it was getting to a point where things were more consistent, was the fact that I was consistent. Was the fact that I'm going to get up every morning, and meditate. I'm going to get up every morning and drink my bottle of alkaline water maybe. I'm going to get up every morning and do what keeps me at peace and keeps me centered. I'm going to read my books every morning. There is a thing, Dominican Juju. This is what I'm talking about. My workbook is on sheismagic.com. Also, Let's Talk Spirit Talk is on the Healing Chamber, or you can inbox 157. Either one of it. I'm going to get into her book next. But I created these little tools, the things that made me start shifting my life, the things that made me start actually going into myself and saying, I need to identify what this is. And if you really do the work, not just write a surface answer, because sometimes y'all will buy that workbook and y'all writing surface answer. What lie did I tell myself? Oh, that I wasn't good enough. Okay. So what was the reinvention for that? That I'm worthy. That's some bullshit. That's a bullshit answer. Yes, that's the surface answer, but that was a bullshit answer. You need to go inward. Why did you tell yourself that you weren't worthy? Why did you tell yourself that you weren't good enough? Why did you tell yourself? What triggered that event? Go into detail. Get in depth with what it is that you need to identify so we can heal this and reinvent that story. Don't answer these questions that either I put in these workbooks or what 157 put in her workbook. Don't answer these questions from no surface ass level, because you're going to get some surface ass results. You're going to be the one that a year from now still looking for more books, still looking for more classes, still looking for more teachers to teach y'all something that I've said 500 times. Other teachers have said 500 times. I tell people all the time, me and my mate just had a conversation about that. I said, people keep buying books and people keep buying these workshops and these classes because they keep searching for an answer. If you bought any self-help book that's worth a damn, every answer that you need is in there. If you just bought the 4 agreements, everything that you need is in the 4 agreements for you to structure your whole life. Mastery of self. Everything that you need for you to damn change and shift your life is in that. Exactly. Find the root. Yes, the journal would be good to have for the retreat, because a lot of that stuff we're going to go over in the retreat. All right. Or if you're in the mentorship program. Be in a space, beloveds, that y'all are really doing the work. Don't give surface answers when y'all taking these classes. If you really want the work to be done, if you really trying to get to the root of the problem, let's answer from a true and honest space and let's sit with it. If you feel like you can't get as deep as you want at that first run through, sit with it. What comes up after it? Then we went a step further. So we got Journey to Self, first workbook. And that was based off of I was wanting to really see people start having tools, things that they could keep pulling out every year and doing the work. Me and 157 talking one day. And I was like, you need to put a workbook together. I'm always pushing her in the sun, by the way. You need to put a workbook together. So here comes Let's Talk Spirit Talk. All right. Let's Talk Spirit Talk is about, let me see how many pages we got, baby. Probably a little under 100 pages, right? We have a workbook that covers everything from divine purpose, divine timing. I think synchronicity is in here, candle magic, altars, libations, because I was getting pissed because wasn't nobody pouring libations. I was finding out when some people didn't even know what a libation was. I was like, huh? How you an African spirituality? How you an African conscious and you don't know what libations are? I'm just saying. I'm not going to get on y'all today because it's my story. Anyway, I'm trying to see what else is in here. This is an A to Z, just about. This is an A to Z on everything that you need to know when you're talking about establishing your routine for what you should be doing. You got Journey to Self that's going to give you the foundations and the fundamentals to actually start doing the healing work, the heart work, the emotional work, the self work. Then you got Let's Talk Spirit Talk telling you like, all right, now you done did that. Come on. I'm about to show you with this other stuff, this next level. We are baby stepping you into your consciousness. Instead of y'all damn just jumping in the water, because a lot of y'all just jump in the water and y'all out there drowning like a mug. And I don't want you to go and jump in this water and drown. I want you to be able to jump in the water and say, okay, I got my life jacket on, because they done prepared me a little bit. Okay. So you can go to the healing chamber. I know both workbooks are on there. you can inbox either me or 157. Y'all see her right there, 157 CDE. You can inbox us. I got another sister who got a workbook called Manifestation or Manifested in 30 Days, something like that. Write it. I'm going to make sure I have it the next time I come on live. We are giving you tools. And we are like baby stepping you into your consciousness. But let's be clear. I promise y'all, you want to start with Journey to Self. Why? Because you need to identify some shit. You need to heal some shit. Because sometimes y'all want to jump into this level or the next level. And then you manifesting stuff from an ego perspective. You manifesting stuff from a very wounded space. You over here dealing with energies and setting candles for the wrong reason. Y'all over here dressing candles trying to get that toxic ass person back in your life. Instead of dressing your candles to empower self-love. Instead of dressing your candles to make sure that you're healing the heart chakra. Instead of dressing them candles in order to help you create wisdom and clarity and wholeness. Instead, y'all be wanting to dress a candle to be on some revenge, get somebody back. Y'all doing it for the wrong reason, protecting people that you ain't got no business messing with their damn energy anyway. Let's be clear. Let's be real clear. Y'all over there dabbling in other people's stuff and other people's business, and you don't even know what they've set in their own life to create the karmic energy that they going through. You don't even know. That was not your assignment. Let's be real clear. This magic is used for a whole nother purpose than what y'all trying to use it for. That's my own personal opinion. Everybody got to walk their journey and walk the way they feel fit. But let's start from the root. That's why everything has been soul journey, sacred journey. Everything is going back to the core. I really want y'all to be intentional on fix this. Fix this heart. Fix your emotions. Fix your spirit first. Work on that generational curse shit that you got going on. Fix that first. Take some time. Heal from them old toxic ass relationships. Heal from your own toxic self. Y'all saging, thinking you saging other people. You need to be saging yourself. Fix that first. Then go into the other dynamics. Now let's start to figure out other elements of who you are from a metaphysical perspective. I was fortunate to learn a lot of different dynamics at a young age. My incarnation came through a relationship, of course. My incarnation came through them wanting to indoctrinate me or put me in the situation that luckily the universe didn't see fit for me. But it was a beautiful thing because it taught me a lot about who I was at a very early age. And it already showed me what my balance and what my energy would be and what I would have to struggle with. And it was like, okay, now you know this information. And the more that I empowered myself, even in that dynamic, the more that I started seeing very clearly what was for me and what wasn't for me. Okay. So heal first. Do the work first. Your hearts, you must have just got on here. You said, how do we heal? Go get the book. No, I'm just playing. Be consistent. Be disciplined. Like I said, Journey to Self, it gets into the questions that you should be asking yourself. Asking yourself. If you ask yourself the real questions and be honest with what the real answer is, I promise you, you're going to start to see some stuff. And then not even just doing that. And whether it's our workbooks, because y'all know I don't really be selling shit lately. Whether it's that, whether it's the retreats. We got a whole 3-day workshop retreat I done put together with two of my spirit sisters and a couple of other sisters who are dedicated to like really making sure people get to their best self. A whole 3-day workshop just to help y'all get to the root of your problem, just to give y'all tools on how you can become a better person. Okay? But even if it's not that, stop reading all of these amazing books and not applying this information. Don't be like, oh, I already read Sacred Woman, but you still on some broke womb type shit. Where they do that at? I'm just saying. Don't tell me that you read Mastery of Self and you still don't know how to master yourself. You didn't apply the information. Don't tell me you read Let's Talk Spirit Talk and your ass still over there fumbling with an altar. You ain't applying the information. I'm telling y'all, off gate, I just told one of my peoples, I was like, ain't no way in hell that you done got Journey to Self and you got Let's Talk Spirit Talk and you don't have no good foundation. I'm sorry. I don't even see that possible. I don't see it possible. I promise. Because this gives you a really good core of this should be your routine. Both dynamics is going to give you what you need for you to actually say, I've set up my core ritual or my routine every day. I know I need to go sit down and meditate. I know I need to go sit down and get into this, and this. I'm going to do that every day. Don't make this so complicated, y'all. Okay? Don't make it so complicated. And when I say that, a lot of times y'all are making this harder than what it is. I did the same thing. That's why I can tell you. We overanalyze. We overthought it. We think that it's supposed to be something like the movies. You know how like in the movies, it's like, oh, you have this enlightened moment and then the light is all glowing and shit around you. And then the God voice come. That shit ain't nothing like that. It don't happen like that. All right. Enlightenment and awakening is something different. It's a knowing. It's a knowing. There's a feeling. It's an energy thing. It's an alignment thing. It's not that complicated. You walking in your alignment, you walking in your higher self is not that complicated. What makes it complicated is that we are more comfortable in our dysfunction. We are more comfortable in our unconscious mindset. Why? Because it's easier. That's what they say. But let me tell you how conditioned of a statement that is. Y'all will say, it's easier for me to do this than to walk in my conscious self. You know why that's some bullshit? Because when you are getting your ass whooped by the universe, when you are experiencing trauma, discord, chaos, confusion, ignorance, when you experiencing that, where in that is that saying your life is easy? When you are repeating the same cycle with a relationship, when you are repeating the same health dynamics, when you are repeating the same situations with your money and your finances, when you are consistently walking in a space that you know is chaotic, where does that energy, where does that reflection say that it's easy? It's easier for you to make the conscious decision. It might not feel good at first, but I promise you, with your consistency, with you being dedicated, with you being invested in your own healing with your own consciousness, you'll start to see it get easier. I promise it will. It will become second nature for you to make choices that are in alignment with your higher self, with your conscious self, instead of making choices that are in alignment with your detriment and your self-sabotaging ways. I promise. The reason that it's comfortable with the self-sabotage or it's comfortable with the chaos or the confusion is because you're used to it. You're used to it. I'm used to creating this energy. I'm used to being in this particular dynamic. This feels normal to me. So when you are making choices from your conscious self, it don't feel normal. Now you're sitting here wondering. Like you're afraid. Now you get into fear because you don't know what's going to happen. I done made a choice that I ain't used to making. So I don't know what the outcome is. I done set boundaries for people to respect. I don't know what the outcome. I might end up being by myself and lonely. So what? You can be by yourself and lonely and at peace. Let's be clear. And then that really still is not you walking in your conscious self. Because if you have to make choices and decisions that require for you to walk the journey a little bit by yourself, you have to understand that they're going to align you with people who are in alignment with you. They're going to make sure that people who can reciprocate the same energy that you put back out. They're going to make sure that you find your tribe. You have to believe that. You have to know that. If I am consistently operating in my God self, then everything that is on that vibration or energy will reciprocate back to me. It's very clear, beloved. It's very clear. Anytime that you are experiencing some chaos and some discord, you need to sit back and say, where did I make a choice or a decision that wasn't in alignment with my God self? Because that's what's being reflected right now. We don't want that. All right. Thank you, guess. Somebody go. Y'all. Yes, simply just me. So make choices that are more in alignment with your consciousness. Like I said, there are not just me, but other people who have put out information to help you evolve, to help you get to your God self. We are very intentional with wanting to see the collective grow. Now, let's be clear. I said this on the first day. All right. I said this on the first day. There are going to be some people that you will run into on this journey that say they have your best interests at heart and they do not. All right. You got to look at yourself like the light that's outside of your home. The light attracts what? Moths, all kind of bugs, all kind of dynamics. So just like the light attracts light, it also attracts some bullshit too. You got to use your discernment. Pay attention to what your body's saying. Okay, pay attention. What is your body saying? Is your body feeling like this person is in alignment? Or do it feel like they're speaking the truth? I don't care if, let me say, I'm going to put this statement out and then I'm going to leave it alone. All right? I don't care if I even introduce them. If I introduced them and was like, this is somebody that I know. I don't care. You still need to run the damn facts. If your body is saying that person ain't in alignment with you, listen. Don't you sit there and say, but she is magic and said that no. I said that they were in alignment with me. There's some things that maybe I can discern, and I know it's some bullshit, and there's some things that I know that is true. Okay? So I deal with people very interestingly. Let's be clear. So everybody that if just because I might introduce y'all to people, don't be feeling like they got the 100% stamp of approval. You still need to use your discernment. Somebody that might be for me might not be for you. And you need to make sure that you do your due diligence to check them out. Do they feel good to you? They don't feel good to you, you don't need to be fucking with them. Don't make it hard. Don't make it complicated. They feel good to your energy, cool. Rock with them. They don't feel good with you, don't do it. That's your spirit saying, you don't want to go that way right now. You don't want to go that way. All right. So, saying all of that to say, like I said, there's plenty of tools. Be disciplined. Apply the information. If you're applying the information, you are definitely going to get to that true, authentic self that you are, striving to discover. For me, it was consistency. For me, it was setting things in place that were a part of my day-to-day routine that became so second nature that I would feel off. It's like not brushing your teeth. Now how you don't brush your teeth and you might have it be feeling funny when you don't brush your teeth? Some of y'all might not be brushing your teeth, so that might not be a good example. But I hope you brushing your teeth and wiping your ass. It's like wiping your ass. All right? So it should become second nature and a part of your day-to-day routine. You should not be going without doing certain dynamics to keep you whole and to keep you in alignment. Okay? You should not. There are things that you should be doing on a day-to-day basis. If you are unsure, and this is the beginning of a journey for you, this is the beginning of you remembering and rediscovering who you are, then, like I said, I put a workbook together. 157 put an amazing workbook together to get you into how you're going to establish these routines. I put the workbook together to say, hey, I want you to do the spiritual work so you can actually dig deep and heal this stuff before you open up some of these doors. Now that you undid that work, let's get into part 2. Let's talk spirit talk. I got another workbook that's going to drop at the end of August. That's going to go to a whole nother level. I think 157 got another book coming out. If she don't, she do now. And then I got other sisters that I rock with. They got books out. Listen, read, do the work, apply the information. Stop buying 500 books that you ain't read. Stop letting them books that you got over there sit on the shelf because somebody told you to buy them and y'all ain't read them or applied the information. All right. I'm going to answer this one question real quick. Hold on. I want to see this one too. Ooh, Ghost of Water. That's self-love, boo. You gotta, I'm going to tell you what helped me when I was in not that particular position. I think dudes were scared to cheat on me. But anyway, I wasn't in that particular position, but I was in a position where I had a karmic relationship. Because normally if you can't break free from that person, it's karmic. You have some sort of soul tie to them. What was for me, not only was it me increasing my own self-love, really making sure that I was intentional on every day. I was asking myself, was this a reflection of my own self-love? Is this a reflection of my God self? And if it was not, no, it's not in alignment. The answer is no, as I like to say. But the other dynamic, beloved, and cord cutting, but the other dynamic for me, because I have children too, is this something I would be okay with my daughter or my son going through? Because we tend to love our children more than we love ourselves, which is crazy. We tend to love our children more than we love ourselves. And when you ask yourself the question and you know the real answer, 9 times out of 10, that'll give you that extra energy to be like, let me get my ass up out of this because I'm showing them what's okay. When you have children and you are doing a toxic relationship, you're telling your daughter or your son that it's okay for you to endure this toxicity. You telling them that. So then when your daughter becomes dating age, or your son becomes dating age and he start doing that dumb shit to somebody else, who do you have to blame? I'm just saying. So for me, because one of the biggest things, I was more intentional on making sure that I raised young kings and queens, young guys and goddesses that were going to operate in their higher self. I was more intentional on that than I was on making sure that I was always operating in my own self-love. And I was one of those people, and I'm going to say this because I'm probably about to run out of my time. I was one of those people that I always said, oh, I love myself. You know how they ask you the question, like, do you love you always got to be in your own self-love, all of that shit. And I would be one of the main ones, child. And I'm a Leo too. So y'all know I was extra with my shit. Child, yeah, I love myself. Don't you? You see me, right? You see me. Then I had to start being honest. That's why I tell y'all, I'm telling you, journey to self, the first question, what lie are you telling yourself? What lie? What have you conditioned yourself to believe? I conditioned myself to believe that I was operating in true self-love. That was a lie. It was a lie, Craig. It was a lie. The truth was that shit was superficial as hell. That shit was superficial as hell. Because when I looked at what I was doing, yeah, my business might have been popping because that's in my chart. I can barely show up and still make money. But when I really looked and did the real work, every relationship, you knew this wasn't a reflection of your own self-love. When you laid down with that man unprotected, you knew that was a blatant sign that you're not operating in your own self-love. When you did this, and this, that was a blatant sign that you weren't operating in your self-love. When you decided to put that toxic ass food in your body, that was a blatant sign you ain't operating in your own self-love. When you decided to work 24 hours straight, not 1, not 2, but 3 days in a row, that was a blatant sign you ain't operating in your own self-love. So when I ask y'all questions, I'm not saying it just to be saying it. Listen, beloved, every situation, every dynamic, you need to ask yourself, is this a reflection of my own self-love? Is this a reflection of my God self? There's no gray area in this. Yes, Chaz. There's no gray area in this. Y'all want it to be gray. It ain't no gray. There's the truth and there's the lie. It's simple. There's no gray area. That gray area is what we create to make ourselves feel good. I'm going to keep saying that until y'all actually understand this. That gray area is the area that we choose to believe so it'll make us feel good about the choices we're making. When you decided to skip meditation at 3 a.m., but then the rest of your day is out of whack because you out of center and out of alignment. That was a choice you made. You made that choice. So was that a choice that was made out of self-love? Or was that a choice that was made out of your laziness? out of your ego self. Ego was like, boo, you ain't got to get up at 3 a.m. Go on and lay down for an extra hour. You good. You gonna be centered. You gonna be in alignment. So when that grocery store clerk be saying some extra shit out their mouth, or something pop off that day that throw you off, you should have meditated. You should have got your ass up and meditated. I'm just saying. When you decided to eat that damn Pop-Tart in the morning, or that Danish, or some old craziness, instead of eating some fruit and drinking you a cup of water. Just saying. Now your stomach feeling extra crazy by 12 o'clock. I'm just saying. It's little shit. It's just little shit. And you gotta, the little shit is big shit. Let's be clear. The little shit is big shit. Sometimes y'all be feeling like, oh, well, it ain't gonna be bad if I skip that right now. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right. Anyway, ending all of this on that note. I don't know where that birthday conversation just went, but hey, it's here. I'm just freestyling these and just letting y'all know what I'm feeling and what's on my mind and what I feel like I need to build on in that moment in time. Okay. I just wanted to build with y'all. So y'all got about 16 more days of these, or 15 more days. I don't even know where we at. Well, you got about 15, 16 more of these. I'm going to make sure I get on here every day and share a part of my journey. And hopefully you can get some insight or something from my rambling. My rambling. The retreat is this weekend, Sacred Soul Journey. It is going to be with me, 157, Shanika Marie, a sister named Tisha McIver. Amazing woman. I'm going to definitely make sure I have her on live sometime this week. Before we get to that, there's some recorded content from some other divine masculine energies that are in my life. And a couple of other divine feminine energies. We got slam pack stuff from the time that everybody checked in. If you have not reserved your spot, they are $99. I have already given out majority of my spots. Okay. I've given out most of my spots that I sponsored. I'm saving like 1 or 2 spots because I just want to feel in my spirit that person really needs it. It is online. I'm probably going to come on here tomorrow so I can get into detail what this virtual retreat is really about, because a lot of people are confused. I'm like, yes, we have physical people that will be at the retreat, but I'm already booked for that. There's no more people that could be because of everything that's going on. No more people could be there. But we do have where it's going to be recorded and live. From Friday, from the time that everybody check in, you'll be able to participate in the workshops that we have. There's content that will be sent to you throughout the workshops. You'll be able to go through each step with us. We're doing meditation every day. We're doing sound healing every day. We are showing you how to use foods to heal. We're doing mirror work. We're doing shadow work. We're doing cultural work. Like whatever it is that you could think of is pretty much going to be there that weekend. Energy work throughout that time frame. It's $99. It's cheap as hell because it's usually a class for me or an hour session with me. But shit, y'all getting several teachers and a bunch of damn workshops for that one price. I'm just saying. All right. And then that's going to be my last workshop for a minute because I'm taking a break. Shit, I'm tired. I done been putting in work for like a good little minute, y'all, even throughout my pregnancy and recovery. I'm like, I didn't take a break. So I'm getting ready to take a break and enjoy my home that we just moved in and enjoy my babies for a change, because I almost shed a thug tear the other day when I realized that my newborn just turned 4 months today. He's 4 months old today. That these 4 months have went by and he is really, really trying to move out the way. And I need him not to be trying to move out the way for nothing. I need him to slow his ass down. So I'm going to enjoy these moments of cuddle time before he gets to the space where he be like, he don't want to cuddle no more because he's too big. All right. So yeah, inbox me if you want more information about the retreat. Inbox me if you want more information about Let's Talk Spirit Talk or Journey to Self. Inbox me if you just need more information. I might not get back to you right away, but trust and believe I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right. I love you guys. I will that y'all have an amazing week. And until tomorrow, sometime, because y'all know I'm random as hell with these. Till tomorrow, whatever time that is. Whatever time that is. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.